In this video, we're going to see how we can create a PDF viewer and other things using Next.16 and the Apryse Web SDK. So let's start off by calling npm create next-app at latest. It's going to ask us some questions, and I'm going to use all of the default options. This is slightly different from the Apryse documentation, which is using JavaScript, for example. But the results overall are the same. This takes a little while to scaffold, so I'll speed that up. Great, that's all done. Now let's navigate to the new folder and start Visual Studio Code. Next, let's install all the dependencies. And after that, let's install the Apryse WebViewer using @pdftron/webviewer at latest. We need to make the static assets of WebViewer available at runtime within the browser. So let's create a new subfolder called lib/webviewer in the public folder of our project. For now, we're just going to manually copy those assets from the core and UI folders into our new subfolder. But you could automate this using a script or some other process. Next, let's create a new folder called components, and within this we're going to create a new file called webviewer.tsx. Next, let's head over to the Apryse documentation for Next.js, and we'll copy the code from that page, and we're going to drop it into our webviewer.tsx file. Because we're using TypeScript rather than JavaScript, which is in the sample code, I'm going to update the type for the reference where we're going to locate WebViewer to being an HTML div element. There's a few things to note. We're importing @pdftron WebViewer within the use effect, not actually at the top of the file, because we've marked this file as being use client. We're also having to specify the path to those static assets that we copied across, in this case lib_webviewer. And there's a license key that we need to fill in. You can get a free trial license from the Apryse website. Next, we need to go to the page.tsx file for the app. We're going to delete all of the code that was scaffolded for us and replace it with code from the Getting Started guide. Let's save everything, and now we're ready to start our app using npm run dev. And here we have it, a fully featured PDF viewer. We can view things, we can measure things, we can add annotations, we can search for text and so on. But we're only just getting started. Let's add one extra line of code to our webviewer.tsx file. And now we're going to say that we want to use the feature of content edit. If we save that and reload our page, now we can also edit the content of that PDF. We can change the location of paragraphs. We can resize paragraphs. We can even change the text. And if we go back into our webviewer.tsx file and take out that line and put in a different line, initial mode, and set it to webviewer.modes.docx editor, then when we save it, now WebViewer will appear as a docx editor with all kinds of editing capability. And we're still not finished. If we change that initial mode to Spreadsheet editor, then now when we refresh the page, we have a fully functional Spreadsheet editor, all from the same component. And there's still a whole lot more we could look at. We could look at CAD drawings, or DICOM images, or TIFFs, JPEGs, or a huge range of other file formats. So check out the documentation and see what Apryse WebViewer can do for you. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.